Lights On. I'm here with Suzie Mathers. Hello.
Hi. Hello.
Very nice to meet you.
You too.
So, tell us, what is this next show that you're up to?
It's called I Wish My Life Were Like a Musical. It's a revue written by Alexander Bermange. It's fantastic. It's a show that looks at the industry, musical theatre, and being part of it and watching it as well.
It starts off from a young graduate from drama school and theatre school, and up until the day when when they audition and when they get cast in the ensemble, to when they get the leading man or leading lady performance, and then it kind of continues.
Sort of, it goes through not one person's career, but I suppose it could be somebody's career, and all the sort of mishaps that happen in auditions and on stage and in the rehearsal room and all that sort of stuff. So yeah.
We have a great song at the beginning where we're ushers, and you kind of comment on the fact that one of my lines is that when people don't read the right signs, and so they end up coming through the wrong side, and then instead of going around and coming in again, they just get 20 or 30 people to stand up and then come through. So lots of kind of commentary on the theatre itself.
But it's very much experiences that people have gone through and he spoke to, and he's basically created some great pieces of music, put it all together for wonderful audiences really to hear, and he's got a great cast to showcase the material. So it's a review show, and we have little bits explaining things and coming in and out, and I mean, you've heard a little clip of one of the songs already, so that comes halfway through the show. So there's some great material that showcases all people's different talents and abilities and stuff.
Okay, so the whole thing, it's kind of a comedy?
Yes, it is a comedy.
So is it very much laughing at sort of the actor's perspective or the audience perspective with the songs, or is it a bit of both?
It's a bit of both, really.
If you are an actor, you'll go, oh my god, yeah, that happened to me, I remember that. And as an audience member, I suppose coming and watching something like this, you'd probably go, oh, I think that's what I thought it was going to be like, or oh, I didn't realise it was going to be like that.
But however, it's interesting for them even to come and see a show like this, because it's nice for them to see the scope of theatre, because they only see the glitz and the glamour and what's on stage, so to hear what goes on backstage, it's also funnier. It's a bit like, really, we would love to know, it's a bit like The Crown on Netflix. We want to know what goes on backstage and the history and everything, and that's pretty much autobiography really in the sense, because it actually did happen, and that's the same with the sense of what people will be seeing on stage.
Great, so they're going to find it funny even if they can relate, or they're going to find it funny from pure shock value.
Exactly.
I think if you're in the business, you can relate to a lot of the things that the soloist or the person performing the song is saying, and so you kind of laugh, because it's like, oh yeah, that actually does happen, and you can and then there are other things of we do this song which you just heard not that long ago, called Magic Making Me, and it's a nice reflection. It's probably one of the only non-comic songs in the show, but it is such a lovely reflection on what it is like to be in the industry, and as much as we are having a bit of commentary on the pitfalls of the industry or the ups and downs of the industry, it is nice to remember that actually we all do this because we love it so much, and it does feel like magic. The source of satisfaction, each tear I hear can be.
You play different characters throughout the show. Are there any particular songs or characters that you can really relate to?
Yeah, there's I sing a song about apologising before you sing,
okay.
and not that I don't do this, I certainly don't do it anymore, but you always want to go, I'm not feeling my best today, I'm really sorry, 3 days ago I was coming down with a cold, a flu, and I've dragged myself out of my deathbed to come and sing to you tonight, and all actors want to say it, but professionally you just walk in and go, I'm fine, I'm absolutely fine, I can't speak, but I'm fine. So it's a song about that, so I'm sure everybody can relate to that.
Really?
Actor, singer-wise, definitely.
So it's like before a show or before an audition?
Well, before an audition, we do it all the time. I'm sure, I've never really sat on the other side of a panel, but there's going to be times when everyone's like, I've got a cold. It's like, well, you're the 10th person who's got a cold this morning. Brilliant, okay.
In a row.
So you're going to tell me, we'll hear that you don't sound very well, but it's just all about that.
Yeah.
There's the audition song, and every actor can relate to. It just speaks about this audition and how you've prepared all night for this big number and you don't think anyone else is going to sing it, and you get there and somebody else is singing it, and everyone's doing the warm-up exercises that really throw you, and how you go in and expecting it to be this, you make the big entree, and really you just like literally number like 57 on the list, and like, get on with it, and you're like, oh my gosh, and you feel really rushed. So yeah, it's all the kind of nerves and energy around the audition song, which,
It's really nice because we get to hear them for the first time, and then we're able to comment and go, oh my god, that so happened to me before, or oh, maybe I am a diva.
Yeah.
I do turn up to things late. Am I a diva? Really?
So at the Crazy Coqs, it's quite a small stage. How is it performing on this stage as opposed to at the Apollo Victoria?
Oh, it's exactly the same.
I know it's very different, but tell us how.
No, it's amazing. I mean, it's great fun. I'm excited to get an audience in there. I've done a few little concerts here, but like the odd song, but never an actual sort of, not that it's really, well, it is a show, but not a whole hour and a half or 2 hours here, 4 hours here. So it's, it'll be, I love doing intimate venues because you can like really feel the audience, and you can feel it, like 2,500 seats at the Victoria Apollo, but it's a very different energy that you get from people because you're just getting raw emotions rather than going, you can't hear a smile.
That's very true, and here you can see them.
Yeah, you can see it.
And I suppose from an actor's perspective, if you're singing a song and you can see someone relates to it, you can be like, great, I've got one.
Or if they're like this.
Oh, that's true.
Change
it up.
From doing music, I love this intimacy.
Okay.
So this is something that I, in a way, thrive on, and this is an awful thing, but I kind of like the awkwardness, in a sense, when, because people are so close, they feel a bit like, this feels a bit like I'm, like, literally you're on my lap for the audience members. And I like that though, because they get to see a true interpretation of a song or of a piece or a monologue or whatever, and I like that feeling. And I sort of like making people feel slightly uncomfortable, and I like feeling uncomfortable because that's when I feel like I do my best work. Yeah. So I enjoy it, and I like to see real reactions instead of just a glaze of like dash of sparkles of eyes occasionally because they're so far away.
Sure.
It's more than making magic.
It's actually really rare that I get to talk to the creator. So I'd like to pick your brains just a little bit.
In the way it came about was through a chain of accidents, really. I had written many songs for radio, which I'd only ever performed in the comfort of radio studios. And then, relatively recently, I started giving live performances of these songs, and I thought it would be rather fun to have a couple of my musical theatre performer chums as special guests. And when I was wondering what material I could give them to perform, I thought it might be equally fun to write a couple of numbers about life as a musical theatre performer.
So, whilst it's being performed here at the Crazy Coqs, normally a creative or a creator would sort of do the bit of the rehearsals, the writing, and then they would scurry backstage and watch from afar. You are right up there on the stage in the lights.
I am.
Is that exposing or is that quite liberating?
In some ways it's exposing because you're kind of right in the line of fire. It's also great fun to be part of the performance.
It's the force of the memory that lingers when that's through, and the quest to recapture a distant listening.
So, if people want to get tickets, where and when is it on?
It is on at the Crazy Coqs at the Zedel. So that's Piccadilly Circus Way, for people that don't know.
I can't speak today.
And we are on
Monday, which is April the 9th.
to the 17th of April, but we don't have any shows on the 16th of April.
So there are 10 shows in total over the kind of week and lots of different times. So do get your tickets and come and see us.
Perfect. I wish you all the best.
Thank
you so much.
Thank you so much.